Hey yo, what's up, everybody? It's Tyler, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right. So, in this week's bonus event, we have some pretty cool double money making methods here. All right. You have double money on biker contracts. You have double money on CEO work and things like that. Some adversary modes. But a lot of people don't really understand the contract missions with the bikers and then the CEO, the VIP. And there's particular methods that will maximize your money and make you a tremendous amount of cash. All right. Now, earlier, I retweeted what Tez Funds. Once again, big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for all you do. He has said that the highest payout for the CEO missions and things like that, the VIP stuff, would be fortified velocity, plowed, criminal mischief, piracy prevention, stand your ground. He says if you're looking to compete with your bodyguards associates, courier, service market manipulation, cashing out. He says, I'm aware other events are better if you include the time. And that's important to understand that, okay? Now, Fortified is the highest paid VIP mission that you can do. The only problem is that with a Fortified mission, you have to own a Armored Boxville. And the Armored Boxville will set you back $2.2 million. Now, the method I'm going to be going over here is going to be talking about the wave method. All right, and this is mainly with VIP missions, and you can do this as a CEO as well. I want to make sure we'll be talking about something later on in the video, but let's get right into that. Okay, you can make up to $450,000 per hour, roughly $4 to $450,000. So this is brought to us by Psycho, and you can find this on Reddit. Big shout out to you, bro. I'll make sure I leave the link in the description down below. All right. And he says, I read about this before in one of the GTA subreddits and thought I'd give it a try to see if it works. In a nutshell, playing certain VIP jobs in a particular order allows you to then complete 3 specific jobs back to back without the usual cooldown timer. And then you repeat. And this is the actual steps. First, you start off playing and completing Headhunter. You wait for Hostile Takeover cooldown to expire. You start and complete Hostile Takeover. You wait for Headhunter cooldown to expire. Start and complete Headhunter. Wait for Sightseer to cooldown to expire. And then after that, you'll be able to repeat steps 5 through 8 without the cooldown timer. And remember, all of this can be done in a invite-only session. And you can do it totally solo, which is really good. Or you can also do it with 4 friends with your VIP. All right? And you can mix up a little bit here and there. You can get into you can spam find new session, get into a solo public lobby. You can even add your gun running business to this. You can go buy some supplies, let it cook while you do this, and you'll be making even more. You'll be making up to $600,000 per hour. All right, and that is crucial. So as you see right here, we start out doing Headhunter. I want to kind of take you through all this and show you what's up with it. So we're gonna start out doing Headhunter. You go through your interaction menu. You go into you become a SecuroServe VIP. All right, and when you're doing Headhunter, I'd recommend doing it in the city because it kind of keeps the targets closer together. And I recommend having a Buzzard or a armored Kuruma. One of those 2 vehicles will be your best bet, but you don't have to have them, but it will make it easier. All right, you just pick out your first target, go get it, mark them out, and then once you finish at the last one, as you see right here, it only took about 5 minutes to do this, $44,000. This is all by myself, remember, okay, all by myself. But if you do it with your crew members, they'll each get the same amount of money, which is very, very nice. So $44,000. Now you go back into your interaction menu, go back to your VIP work, and then you will notice that you'll have a cooldown timer. The exact mission will have roughly a 10-minute cooldown timer, and everything else will have a 5-minute cooldown timer. And now we're starting to kind of work this system a little bit. Hostile Takeover is next. And we just wait for that to cool down. Once we are able to do the Hostile Takeover, all right, you want to select, I would recommend doing this in the LSIA, all right, the actual airport. And I would recommend using a Kuruma for this. However, you can do it with a Buzzard, just like I did it right here, but it may be a little bit more difficult because you'll have a lot of cops on you. Now, this method, I have to, just to put it out there to cover my bases, the timing may be off every now and again. You may have a little bit of a cooldown timer, but it's no big deal. Just follow the process that I showed you, and you'll be good to go, and you'll be making some fat cash. All right, so as you see, we got 4 stars, so you're going to have SWAT after you. So that's why I recommend doing this in an Armored Kuruma, because the Armored Kuruma is probably the best vehicle to defend against NPCs, all right? So go deliver it to the little drop-off area. Didn't take me that long. This is a 30-minute timer. Took me roughly, what, 5-6 minutes to get this done. Not bad. I got around 35,000. Yeah, 34,000. Not the best, because these are all going to be based on time as well. A little bit longer than it takes to do these, the more money you get paid. But it's no big deal because we're hitting them back to back, and you'll make plenty of cash. And once again, if you want to use the MTU glitch, or you want to spam find new session, get into a solo public lobby, you can be working your passive income as well, which would be your MC businesses or your gun running business. And while those are cooking, making product, you're doing this, which is considered an active business. So next up, we're doing Headhunter. Very, very easy. Once again, I recommend do it in a buzzard, or you can do it in a Kuruma, either way. Got that knocked out. Took about 4 or 5 minutes to do this. It's a 15-minute cooldown timer, or a 15-minute completion timer. And bam, 42,000 right there. All right, so we get that taken care of. Now we're waiting for the cooldown time, which is roughly 5 minutes for Sightseer, and we're almost done. This takes maybe 20-30 minutes to get set up total. It's not that big of a deal. Sightseer is ready. You have to solve a couple of puzzles before you pick up each package. I love doing Sightseer. It's really, really easy. You don't even have to fire a weapon, which is the optimum thing to do. You don't have to worry about dying unless you crash and blow yourself up or something like that. So we solved that puzzle. Go pick up a briefcase. Easy, right? Nothing to it. Very, very simple. And there's 3 of these we have to do. So we get that. Go on to the next puzzle. Solve a little, you just have to find the number. I always look for the very last number, which in this it's 68. Bam, I found it right there. Knock it out. Gives us our location for our next briefcase. Pick it up. Solve the next puzzle, which is the this little word thing right here, or letter thing. Spells out cream pie. So stupid. We get that taken care of. Next package. Bam, $44,000. Took about 5 minutes to do that. All right. Now I'll go back to my interaction menu. And as long as you do the steps correct, you go back into your jobs with your VIP work, and you notice I have Headhunter that is ready to go. Bang out Headhunter, then you go to the next one, and the next one, and so forth. And that's how you do it. Once it's all set up, you'll be able to run your Sightseer mission, Headhunter, and then Hostile Takeover in that particular order, okay? And there should not be any kind of cooldown time. Now, if there is, don't worry about it. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and you'll be fine, okay? Now, the MC missions, the MC contract missions, they're good too. They're fun. They make good money. They will not make as much money as doing the wave method with the VIP CEO work, but they're still fun. This is why I don't recommend doing the biker contract missions. One, they don't make as much money. They take a little bit more time. And 2, you're more susceptible to raids, business raids. And it seems like once the business raids came back, they're more aggressive. I actually got raided while I was, getting finished up doing this mission right here. So that's kind of a pain in the ass that you have to do that. And on some of those raids, you may or may not know this, but if you fail them, you'll actually have to repurchase your business upgrades. I know this for a fact. It's happened to me. It's happened to other crew members. Not every raid failure will do that to you, but some will. And that's just something you don't want to have to worry about. As you see right here, this took us 15 minutes. And everybody got 50 grand, right? And the cooldown timer with your biker contract missions isn't bad at all. I want to say I think it's like around 5 minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes or whatever. By the time we got back to the clubhouse, it was only about a minute. So no big deal with that. But like I said, they won't pay as good. And there's a little bit more risk with getting raided. And it's just stick with the wave method. You'll make a lot more money that way. But once again, either way is good. There's only about a difference of about 100 to 150,000. But it's still in the favor of the VIP CEO work method, okay? Now, something I want to mention. Other YouTubers, I don't even want to mention their name. I don't want to give them any more credit because they don't deserve any of it. But other YouTubers have talked about this method, and they have failed to give any kind of credit whatsoever. All right, so I wanted to make sure I gave Psycho credit. This is the person who has had this information out for over a year now. You never really truly know where this stuff comes from, but you have to do your best to kind of at least credit your source. We know for a fact that these certain YouTubers didn't come up with this. They get it from other people. All right. So at the very least, credit the person that you got it from. So there's some kind of trail back to whoever the source is. And if it's them, then great, that the credit's been given. So I wanted to make sure I did that and mention that. But yeah, man, so you guys know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. Stay dangerous. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace out. Yeah.